Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping in. My name is Chris Hartpence, also known as Velocirix on the web, and I'd like to take a few minutes to tell you about a fantastic new time-saving tool that a friend of mine and I developed called Batch Article Spinner. And in the next few minutes, we'll be showing you some video of exactly how this software can be used to save you lots and lots of time. Now, how much time is it going to save you realistically? That's going to depend in large part on how many articles per month you push through your marketing system. Me personally, I operate in the range of 60 to 100 articles a month, and it has shaved 80% of my time off of document preparation, getting things ready to be fed into the marketing system very quickly and efficiently. It did that for me, it can do it for you, and in just a second we're going to show you exactly how. Enjoy. Batch Article Spinner has two primary modes of operation. You've got a single article mode, and then you've got batch processing mode. I'm going to show you both, but I'm going to start with single article mode, which is the screen that we're looking at right now. And as you can see, the program is dominated by a large white space where you can actually copy and paste an article, and this is where all the magic is going to happen. Now, this feature is the most useful to you if you get your article spinning done via Easy Article Links. And I say that because Easy Article Links has a very unique proprietary method of spinning articles that leaves it in a format that you have to convert manually out of in order to use it in anything else. A perfect example of this would be if you wanted to take your spun article from Easy Article Links and use it to submit to Mass Article Submitter, you'd have to convert it. And when I first started using Easy Article Links for my article spinning needs, I was spending an inordinate amount of time manually converting these articles from Easy Article Links proprietary format into a format that MOS and Free Traffic System and AMA and some others liked. Waste of time, not a good use of your time. That's why I asked a friend of mine to help me develop Batch Article Spinner, and this was its primary use. Now I've already got an article pulled up here, and this is an actual article that I've run through Easy Article Links, and it has been spun for me. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to paste it into the Batch Spinner. And this is again in single mode. Now the two primary features of Easy Article Links spinning is you've got the square brackets rather than the curly brackets, which are more universally accepted. And then wherever your keyword is, it'll put keyword 1, keyword 2, keyword 3 in these tildes, surrounded by tildes. So we need a fast automated way to replace those with the actual keyword, and then to get rid of these square brackets and replace them with curly brackets. Now, you can certainly open up WordPad or Office and manually do a find and replace all and manually replace all of your keywords with this. But again, if you're dealing with mass numbers of articles, that's a very time-intensive process. Not recommended. All you have to do here is, in this case, my keyword is beadcraft, and I want 10 copies spun. And I also want to generate the modified spin tags file so I can port it over into Mass Article Submitter for later. And I want to set my output folder. I've got a folder set up for this, my IM stuff, and under that I'm going to make a new folder, and that's where it's going to go. So all I have to do now is hit the spin button, and bang, we're done. I'm going to go here, I've got my new folder, and here are all of my spun articles, and here is the modified spin tags article. You can see the square brackets are gone to be replaced by the curly brackets, and I typed in that keyword beadcraft, and you'll see that it got replaced everywhere there was a tilde keyword in the Easy Article Link format. So very quick, very easy way to convert a single article. That is only the first feature of Batch Article Spinner, and in just a moment, I'm going to show you the second and really what I think is the most compelling reason to get this software, because by itself this feature is huge. It's a nice time saver. It certainly makes the process of converting your documents very fast, very simple, very easy. But it doesn't address the question, what if you need to convert a large number of articles at once? And that's where the real magic comes in. If you're pushing a lot of volume through your marketing system each month, this is where you can really see an enormous time saving. And I'll show you that in just a moment. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you about the spinner is how to use it in batch processing mode. And this is going to be important, again, if you're pushing large volume of articles through your system every month. This is going to be where you can save just an enormous amount of time. Now, all you have to do to enter batch processing mode when you start the application up is click the little gear icon up here. It's going to open up a separate window. It looks very similar to the single article mode window, except in this case what we're going to do is when you click the load files button, it's going to open up a dialog window where you can select the files that you want to mass spin. Now in this case, all of these are text files. These are all files I copied literally from Easy Articles, the view raw and Easy Article links. I got the raw spin tags from them. I saved them all here as a text file. Now I'm just going to load those into the batch processor. Now one thing you'll notice here is that it has auto-populated my keywords section. Just like back in single article mode, you can replace those tilde keywords that Easy Article Links has with the actual keywords that you're going to be using. Now it gets this information from the file name, so if this is not correct, you can either change it, or if you need to add, because if you've used different keywords throughout the body of the article, you can actually come in here and add additional keywords as you need to. Just separate them by a semicolon and you're fine. So it's going to auto-populate that for you. You can come over here, and if you need additional copies of one article, you can set each of the copies to spin independently. When you're happy with everything, when everything looks the way you want it to, I'm going to tell it to auto-generate the spin tags file, because I'm going to use that in Mass Article Submitter and other products that make up my marketing system, so I always check that, but it's up to you if you decide you need it or not. Then I'm going to tell it where I want to save this stuff. I'm just going to save it to this new folder, and I'm going to hit spin. Now one caveat to note here is that Batch Article Processor doesn't share very well, so make sure that these files are not opened by word processor, or else you'll probably get an error message. Just close your word processors out, and when you put them into Batch Article Spinner, it will handle it just fine. So it's going through, right now it's going through and spinning the articles. It's creating subfolders to put everything in, and we're done. And I'll show you exactly where. We're just going to refresh this, and we're in the new folder, and here each article has its own separate folder, so everything stays organized. We can click in here. We've got spun articles, my 1 through 10, and we have the modified spin tags with the curly brackets and the tilde keywords removed. So in just a matter of seconds, what we've had to do individually: open up an article, find and replace all, find and replace the keywords, close that article, open the next one. That would have taken 5 to 7 minutes per article. We just finished in like 20 seconds flat. So hugely time saving, and again, the more articles you push through your system, the more time you're going to wind up saving with this product. Okay, one final thing I want to show you about Batch Article Spinner, and you see we've gone back into single article mode here. One of the ways that my mentor taught me to use these recently spun articles is to insert a bit of code into them, and we put these articles into a service called SERP Assist. It is a monthly fee-based service that allows you to visually draw out and visually map out your backlinks, and it will then take your visual map and create a network of blogs and Web 2.0 properties and drip feed articles into the diagram that you've drawn out. And one of the things that he likes to do is when he gets an article that's been spun from easel, he likes to come through and put paragraph break code markers in the body of the article, so that when these articles get distributed out to this blog network that he's going to draw and then the system will create for him, his articles will have variable numbers of paragraphs in addition to being spun. Now, you can go in and insert this code manually, obviously, but in conversations with him, we decided, well, what a great feature to add to our tool, so we went ahead and did it. And to do that, if you wanted to take that extra step of varying the number of paragraphs your article presents to the reader, it's a simple matter of copying the article into the single article spinning window, putting the cursor where you want the code to go, and then just clicking this button here. And what it'll do is you'll see it inserts the code. Basically, that's going to say that every roughly 1/3 of the time it will give you a paragraph break here. And you can do this, you know, in a couple of different locations in each of your articles, and thereby vary the number of paragraphs in it, which is just one more way. I mean, just like spinning itself is just one more way to give yourself a slightly more unique variant of each of your articles. So just wanted to throw that in as a last minute thing in this video, just make you aware that it is available, and thank you for watching.